Dak Prescott said the other day, I don't mind going to another team. He just said money doesn't matter. If is your motivation to be a Cowboy and be the Super Bowl champion, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. And this is why when people say he's such a good guy and he's this and he's that, I think he's a fucking two-faced fucking liar is what I think about him. He said
fucking pissed off.
He said in one breath, money has never been my motivation. I don't care about money. Then the next thing he's like, well, if I have to go test free agency and go to another team, it's like, why would you do that? Because they're going to pay you more money. But if you didn't care about that, why, like, you know what I mean? That doesn't balance out both ways.
I mean, I'm just guess I'm a different mindset, but like they said Dak's basically, I saw in a report, it was like, why is Dak going to get $60 million? It's like, because if you don't give it to him, this team will. So you got to give it to him.
Yeah, go to Seattle.
And
I don't give a fuck if he goes somewhere.
Why I said I have a different mindset, I was like, oh, yeah, like you said, go to Seattle then.
Ooh. I don't care.
I'll get $60 million from Seattle if you don't give it to me. Okay, have fun in Seattle. They're going to lose too, because you're a loser.
He's such a fucking nerd. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to, what episode is this of the press conference?
38.
40. Not sure what episode.
That's a pretty good guess. I was making shit up.
What is it?
40.
Welcome to episode 40 of the press conference, Friday, July 26th, 2024, years after zero. It's only right, I think we start with the Olympics. I think it's getting kicked off. I thought it started a few days ago, but...
I did. Honestly, I don't know. 39. Episode 39. I don't really give a shit about the Olympics. I wish I did. Honestly, I give more of a shit about watching the sports that I never watch than I do the sports I do watch. That makes sense?
Like, give me an example.
Obviously, football's not in it, like American football, but like soccer in the Olympics, I don't give a shit about it.
No, because it's all under 23.
Olympic hockey, I don't give a fuck when it's.
What about? I like water polo.
Do you ever watch water polo? That's perfect example of.
That's why I was kind of giving you a
volleyball, beach volleyball, water polo. I like the synchronize, like the diving without a splash thing that the Chinas do.
I think everyone tries it.
Yeah, but they do it right.
They win a lot.
They win it all. There was this little girl. She was like 13 in the last Olympics, and she literally probably weighed 18 pounds, and she was literally not making a splash and doing 100 flips. I think that's what you're supposed to do, right?
No, yeah, I like that. I think it's about how you go enter the water, the splash, and then the tricks you do in the air. I think it's the whole.
She was doing all of that perfectly.
Oh, then she probably should win gold.
She got gold, and her teammate that was 16 got silver. I guess you're too old at 16, but she got silver, and she literally, let's say it was scored 100. The gold girl got 100. The silver girl got 97. Bronze got 42. It was that big of a discrepancy.
I'll have to look into that sport. Main one that I like to watch the basketball because I like to watch the USA guys. I think their group is South Sudan, Serbia. Who's the other one?
Germany, Canada. I mean, do they actually? Is that their group? Or
yeah, South Sudan, Serbia. Is it Germany? I don't think it's Germany. No,
it's not.
We should know this. This is just a terrible show.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
I know it's South Sudan and Serbia because they play Nikola Jokic, I believe. But the third team is someone that's
No. South Sudan, Serbia, and Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, yeah, they're fucked.
Does Puerto Rico have a basketball player?
Al Horford.
They're just going to send Manny Ramirez out there.
Right, Bill?
Dominican.
He's Dominican Republic. Might as well play for Puerto Rico if they qualify.
But yeah, I like to watch the USA. I do feel like the games are a lot closer now than they were back in the day. I saw a thing I sent Billy. I think me and Billy were talking about it. The 1992 Dream Team played 13 players.
Nine,
and then now it's
9 NBA players.
9 NBA players in the Olympics.
61 for this.
And now it's 61, yeah, for this team, something like that. So it's the talent is obviously growing in the game of basketball, especially around the world.
I think the other teams had a total of 9 NBA players, and now the other teams have a total of 61 NBA players.
So everyone's getting better.
Yeah. How are they not beating them by 40 like they did in 92? It's it was 12 NBA players versus not one maybe in the championship.
Right.
They still do struggle. South Sudan has 0.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in that game.
Honestly, I don't think they give a shit. Me and Dre were at work, we're talking about it. I was like, do you really think, because I was talking similarly about the Olympic soccer, because my barber was like, yeah, I like to bet on it. And I was like, they don't give a shit about it, though. Mbappe's not going to play for France. And I was saying, their season starts in August. Everybody's season starts in August, English Premier League, all that stuff. Are they going to get hurt at the end of July or something for the Olympics that no one cares about? No.
Especially when they just played Euros for soccer. NBA just got out of their season.
So does the NBA just got out of their season and they start back up, September, October with all the camp and all that stuff? Like, do they want at the beginning of August, basically middle of August, to get hurt and be fucked, or do they want to play in the NBA and win a championship?
Right.
I don't give a fuck about this.
I'll say about the WNBA real quick with their Olympic situation. How the fuck did they lose to the All-Stars if that's the Team USA? Wouldn't that be the better version of the All-Stars?
Yeah, you would think so. Like, think about the All-Star team in either the East or the West. The USA team, if the USA team is who it is now, so you take all those players off the All-Star team in the NBA, how could the NBA All-Stars beat them? You know what I mean?
I mean, the NBA, I don't say they have a better shot, but
I
guess no, because the other women from the other, I was going to say, because you'd have like Giannis, but no, because they're all playing for their countries.
Exactly.
So it's basically the people who aren't in the Olympics at all.
Who's
playing
in the
USA?
Olympic
Team?
Yeah, the USA players.
Well, I don't think James Harden would participate, but you'd have James Harden, Jaylen Brown.
That would be good so far.
Who's a big guy?
Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, then USA's winning.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you.
That's like their best shot, right? Or
I mean, who else would even play on that? But anyway, my point.
Trae Young.
Well, they definitely would win then.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to throw out names of guys that you see up there that are American, that are all-stars, that are not on the USA team. Really shit himself, I think.
Yeah. my 2 points are, when it comes to the women, are like Caitlin Clark.
Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark, I feel like the way she plays, she'd be perfect for an Olympic-style team because like she probably doesn't care to score.
She plays to where she's on the team right now. If you don't double her, like, you're fucked. She's going to score everything, and they double her, and the team around her sucks. So put her on the Olympic team.
Right.
You can't double her. She'll have 40 or she'll have 20 assists.
And she didn't play, like, the best. I think she had double-digit assists. She didn't score a ton, but, like, the way that, like, Sabrina Ionescu, however you pronounce her name, she was guarding her, like, they literally said, we're going to kill you. Yeah, she was guarding her, like, we're going to kill you if she fucking scores double-digit points. And like I said, they lost. I think it's a girl who went to Notre Dame. She had, like, 30, and then Angel Reese played well. And it's like, dude, I just can't imagine.
She didn't make it?
No.
The short black girl?
No, I don't think so. Okong.
Yeah, long name.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she tweeted something after, like, the eye emoji or, like, a winking face, and she dropped, like, 30 in that game.
Have you ever seen her?
Oh, I've watched her.
Like, I saw her, like, training against men. She is insane.
Yeah, no, she's good. But they beat them, which I was happy about because, like, what's her girl's name? Diana Taurasi and shit. Yeah. They need to fuck off. They need to fuck off, bro. With the whole Caitlin Clark shit. I get it. It's, competition. But to say, like, these guys all complained and bitched about no one coming to see their games and this, that, and the other. A girl comes in the league and they're selling out NBA arenas. They're moving the arenas. Private and jets. These girls are hating on her for that. Like, this is the person you wanted to come into the league. And you're like, it's not just me. You watched all the WNBA. And then it's like, well, now, who is this bitch? And it's like, oh.
And they're also like, watch when we'll see. And Caitlin's like, I haven't said a thing. Like,
no, and she's like the last person who said a word to anybody.
They're getting mad that people are like, dude, this Caitlin Clark is unbelievable. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, she is. Are you crazy?
I kind of can't wait till if she wins a championship and kind of
that would turns, be like, go ahead, sorry,
to like turns into like the asshole or just becomes the asshole but it's also like it is better to be that person where it's like, dude, I could not care. Like, I can't remember.
I don't care what that bitch says.
Yeah, like it's like, dude, just give me a break. I'm not into this.
But that would just be like NFL players and quarterbacks and different whatever going, oh, Joe Burrow, we'll see when he gets to the fucking league how good he is. It's like, they're like, yeah, he's a fucking great player.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's all.
Well, like I said, Caitlin Clark didn't say, she never once said, like, when I get in the league, they'll be flying in private jets. And I hate to be this guy because I don't give a fuck. But Angel Reese is like, it's because of me too. But it's like, if Angel Reese just came in the league, people would not give the same.
I saw because
Caitlin Clark.
When the Fever played the Aces, that was the highest selling crowd and the biggest crowd since the debut of the WNBA in like 1990 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy posted a thing because obviously Angel Reese is on the court of whatever it sold out and said, thank you, Angel Reese.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they're not coming for you at all.
No, I mean, I'm sure
I just don't get why they're talking. I mean, she's also got like a little bit of a name to her. There's definitely some players that like, so there's some little girls that look up to Angel Reese for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think, but like.
The girl on the Sparks too, right? Cameron Brink.
Oh, I love her.
She has a pretty good following.
Oh yeah. She could follow my wiener into her butt.
Yeah, R.I.P. to her, tore her ACL or something.
Yeah.
But my thing is if Angel Reese didn't do the whole can't see me thing to Caitlin Clark and won the championship that year and kind of just ran her mouth the whole year about how she like won the championship and Caitlin didn't, and then whatever she did, she wouldn't be as like she made her name for herself, which good for her. But like she's good too. Like I said, she has like the most double doubles in a row. But the last few, their team was like down by they lost games trying to give her a double double, which guys in the NBA do it and they shit on him, and then she doesn't. It's like she extended her streak.
What do you? Literally, it was like the clock was running out. He just threw it off the rim real quick and caught it.
They took that one away.
Yeah, they took it away,
which I don't really agree with. It had to be one of us.
Yeah.
But for the Olympics, I think USA is minus $5 to win the gold, which I feel like probably isn't enough. But still, the way they played in the qualifiers, it's a little scary.
Some of those teams are good, bro. Like how we said the NBA things.
Canada and Germany are stacked.
I was just about to say how 9 NBA players total were in the Olympics outside of USA. Canada has all NBA players.
Yeah, their starting lineup was disgusting.
And the first 5 off the bench were NBA players.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
And
I mean, again, it's not the names you look at on USA, but it's still names. I mean, Jamal Murray and Shai SGA backcourt is unbelievable. That could be Team USA's backcourt.
Yeah, the thing that scares me is after the group stage, once you get to like a 1-game thing, if someone just shoots hot and at USA is kind of not in it, you could lose because like it's like basically playing an NBA. It's like playing a mid to high tier NBA team.
Anything can happen
on who you're playing. So you got to bring it still. It's not like these guys can just walk through. You know what I mean? But I still expect them to win gold.
Like JT, like he's just a bucket and he can get buckets on these guys, but like he's none of them. I can see it in him, like his effort when I watch the Celtics all the time. Compared, like he's not trying as hard. Doesn't give a fuck as much, and I'm not knocking him for it. I don't blame him.
Right. I mean, for him especially this year, I'd be like, if I win the highest paid player in the NBA, win the finals, win a gold medal. That's a very you'll always remember that summer.
You see like LeBron turning it up, like whenever he wants to turn it up, like I can get a bucket.
LeBron,
he's still so good.
Thank you, Lord. That guy saved us against Germany.
He's just unbelievable.
But you can tell he has spurts. Like they were saying towards the middle to end of the season, he wasn't playing with this energy because it's 82 games. But he looks like
looks 25.
I don't think he's the greatest player ever. I think he's 3rd or 4th, and people rip me for it. He is unfucking believable.
He's unbelievable.
On both ends. Like the way he can get up, still like 40 years old, that is fucking unreal.
Probably jumps higher than everyone on the team.
No, it's crazy. I mean, some of the alley-oops he's catching, some of the block, like he had a chase down on like 2 or 3 guys throughout the group stage, and I'm like, and these games he doesn't have to do that.
And you would think at the end, like, okay, we need a bucket, let's go to JT or Ant, like they're like, go to the 40-year-old.
Right? No, exactly. The other guy, who he's out. I don't know when he's coming back, but KD. We're missing Kevin Durant and we're missing James Harden. Those are
Kawhi
2
Leonard.
guys. Huh?
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard too, but he's never played.
Those are 3 top 10 players in the NBA. But not James Harden. KD and Kawhi.
Watch your fucking mouth.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, that you said the Tatum summer. Man, imagine Brown. He would have never forgot Finals MVP, highest paid player,
Eastern Conference MVP,
championship, obviously with those, and gold medal.
But guess what, Nike? You just like to fuck people, don't you? I think that's who it is, Nike. I don't know.
Yeah,
is it? And it's like weird how people like give these like, one day my story will come out and it's like, why not today?
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like
that documentary will be cool. April.
The Celtics documentary. I will be watching every second of that.
We're watching it like it's the House of the Dragon.
A gallon of lotion.
JB also, let's just transition to that while we're on JB.
I was just about to say that.
His comments on Bronny. We're on fucking par right here, baby. His comments on Bronny saying, I don't think he's an NBA player and stuff. I thought there was nothing wrong with that.
He said he's not a pro, and his girlfriend said he'll be on the G League team, and he was like, no, he'll be on the Lakers because of his name. It's just one of those things, like like me, I'm one of those people, I would just say that. I'd be like, he's not ready for there's nothing wrong with saying he's not ready for the NBA.
If we were all right there, we would have that exact conversation.
No.
That's what he's doing. He's watching it and going, kind of, like we all think we're GMs in that moment watching the Summer League where we're like evaluating, and like he was just sitting there evaluating. He's like, he's not an NBA player. He's not a pro. And his girlfriend said that, and then he was like, yeah, but I mean, he's going to be on the Lakers because of his name.
To be fair, I think JV and Bronny shot the same percentage through their first like 3 games.
Yeah, people were saying that.
Right. But I think he's more like he was 6'6", coming. You know what I mean? Like Jaylen Brown was a physical specimen. Like I said, I wanted the Celtics to draft Bronny because I think on our G League team he'd be great. He did play.
The Celtics have the best development.
He did play like I think he had the most blocks and steals and like the best defensive numbers in the summer league.
He's a freak athlete,
and he can defend. It's just he couldn't shoot well and can't create scoring and on off. Like I just don't feel like on offense. The problem is you compare him to his dad, who's the best passer ever, or not best passer.
That always sucks.
But he's his best known for his passing. That's his best skill, and he's also scored the most points in the history of the NBA. It's gonna be very hard to be anything
That's
close to
the
that.
hardest part about his whole life is you're just named after. You're supposed to be this guy.
Right. But I don't think he's bad. I think Jaylen Brown was honest, but I also think you shouldn't kill him. If he said, this kid fucking sucks and I want to kick the fucking living shit out of him, I'd be like,
what the
okay,
fuck's his
whatever.
problem?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I could see people being like, Jesus Christ,
Right.
fuck you so mad
But
about.
him just being at the summer league.
He's not.
like,
He was like, no, I don't think. Like, he wasn't like,
He was
this
just talking,
kid.
bro. He was just having a conversation. People are
Right.
like, what a fucking piece of shit. But also, I went to the Lakers consolation game at the end, and Connect or Bronny didn't play. And they had this kid, Blake Hinson, playing. He had like 20 at half. But also, like, because it's like, oh, yeah, 20 and a half. Anybody could do that. That's fair, I guess. Like, one summer league
It's
game.
summer league, yeah.
But watching him, like, just the eye test, it was like, this kid has a pure shot. First of all, he was 6'8", 240, and you could see it. Like, he fucking looked like LeBron. He was bigger than everyone out there. He moved well. He played good defense. Crashed it. Like, I was like, and he had a pure shot, 42% at Pitt last year, averaging 18.5 points from three, 42% from three. And at 6'8", 240, you kind of don't find that.
No.
That's a LeBron-sized dude shooting 42% from three. Why is that guy not going to be on the team? If he's not, you know?
Luckily for him, he's getting on the Lakers, especially with what's been going on with them. I was going to say for Dalton Connect, it's been good because no one's really been talking about him, and he played very well. So it's like that pressure is not really on him, which I don't understand because he's their first draft pick, and he's a very good player. Like, he's kind of ready to step into a role on that team in terms of scoring.
Like, hey, you want to be the first guy off the bench for us? Bronny, it's like, we're going to be on the roster.
Right, exactly. But it's been good for him because, like I said, he doesn't have to have that on his head. But for a kid like that, luckily people's eyes are on it, so maybe somebody picks him up. But those are the type of guys who should be
the
getting
type of
spots.
guys that works out for the Lakers, too. Like, no one's eyes were really on Kuzma or Caruso or Austin Reeves, and they turned out well for the Lakers.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Whereas, inversely, the guys who really did have eyes for the Lakers didn't really show up, Julius Randle and whatnot. But then when they go to other teams, you know, even Brandon Ingram, they go to other teams, it's like, hey, that's pretty good.
I think I just saw Brandon Ingram's asking for the Pels for like $52 million a year, and they said,
What makes you think
shit.
you deserve that? He doesn't even really have a left hand.
All everybody says now, like Tua said, by the way, Tua just got signed. We'll talk football in a little bit. It's the market. And I'm like, I mean, if that's, I don't know, man. Like, we've talked about it over and over. I know people are sick of hearing about it. If that's what you want to do and you don't want to win, go to Detroit with Tobias Harris, and you guys can fucking throw all your money in the air and blow each other and laugh and enjoy your lives. But I'm okay with the Pelicans saying, I mean, bro, you were not available for us in the last minutes of our play-in game. Our playoff series, you didn't really show up, and you were kind of hurt. You're always kind of hurt. You're always missing games. Why the fuck am I going to give you $52 million?
If Dak wants to go to Magic City in Atlanta and huck ones at strippers, he'll fucking do that. But get the fuck off and stop ruining my team.
That's what... You purchased a jersey with his name on it. You're wearing it. You're going to slander the man.
I didn't purchase this. It was gifted to me.
Yeah, that bitch.
Yep.
Dak Prescott said the other day, I don't mind going to another team. He just said money doesn't matter. Is your motivation to be a Cowboy and be the Super Bowl champion? He's talking out of both sides of his mouth. And this is why when people say he's such a good guy and he's this and he's that, I think he's a fucking two-faced fucking liar is what I think about him.
He said pissed off. Right?
He said in one breath, money has never been my motivation. I don't care about money. Then the next thing he's like, well, if I have to go test free agency and go to another team, it's like, why would you do that? Because they're going to pay you more money. But if you didn't care about that, why, like, you know what I mean? That doesn't balance out both ways.
I mean, I'm just guess I'm a different mindset, but like they said Dak's basically, I saw in a report, it was like, why is Dak going to get $60 million? It's like, because if you don't give it to him, this team will. So you got to give it to him.
Yeah, go to Seattle.
And my
I don't
thing
give
is,
a fuck if he goes somewhere.
why I said I have a different mindset, I'd be like, go, yeah, like you said, go to Seattle then. Ooh.
I don't care.
I'll get $60 million from Seattle if you don't give it to me. Okay, have fun in Seattle. They're going to lose too because you're a loser. And we're going to have a quarterback. Even if we go like Trey Lance.
Give me Trey.
It's like we have Trey Lance. It's like, okay, but you realize we have Trey Lance, but we extend CD into Micah. Then we sign, I'm going to say free agents that were wide receiver free agents before, whatever. Keenan Allen. We sign these guys, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. We sign a left tackle. You know, we can re-sign Tyron Smith. We keep Tyler Smith at left guard and keep this here. We re-sign our center, Biagis.
Let's say
we sign a D tackle. We could sign all that with $60
What
million.
about this? What does Patrick Queen get from the Steelers? Let's just say $10 million, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know what he gets.
Boom.
We give up $60 million. Say we'll give you $15 million.
Yeah.
You come here. I'd rather have him for 15 with Trey Lance playing quarterback than this asshole for 60, and I got fucking Sean Lee walking out there.
And you have $45 million left over.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I hope Trey Lance gets a shot.
To extend your two best players on offense and defense, in my opinion, as well as you still have money left over after that.
Yeah, we could have got Derrick Henry for $12 million.
Yep.
Derrick Henry got $12 million.
Take Zeke's contract away, take Dak's contract away, you easily have Patrick Queen, Derrick Henry.
Saquon got 13.
Yeah, you could have a Derrick Henry Saquon backfield
With Trey Lance back there, bro. Can you imagine that running game?
But instead of all that we just mentioned, you have Dak Prescott
and Zeke Elliott,
and you feel
CD's not out there playing.
And you feel he's worth that? No shot.
No, that's why I've always said, like, when we had that argument and he said he wouldn't take Caleb Williams right now, it's like
100%.
If we have Caleb Williams in his contract and we sign Derrick Henry and Patrick Queen and a fucking safety or a corner and another receiver, it's like
Caleb Williams doesn't even
offensive, like, literally that's 50. What's he make? 50 something million. That could be divided by 5 or 6 players. That is Dallas Cowboy. That is changing the.
Let's call it $55 million. Caleb isn't making a clean 10 a year even in his rookie contract. So let's call it 10 and 50. That's $40 million that could go to elsewhere.
Right. And that's a lot of players, like I said, especially the way you can do like incentive bonuses and shit like that.
I think this is the last year for the Dak, Zeke, Mike McCarthy era.
Like, I thought why wasn't last year the last year?
Because Dak had another year.
Dak's under contract, so that's
Mike got another year. It's like
when they re-sign Mike.
But then what do you do?
Next year, you have to go Vrabel, Bill, and try to get a young Trey Lance, and then actually go all in on free agency.
They're not going to sign Vrabel or Bill because that means Vrabel and Bill run the team, and Jerry Jones doesn't.
Yeah, you're very right.
Which is not going to happen.
My whole thing with Dak is we know what's going to happen. I honestly, in my head, you could sign and trade him, and who cares if we start Trey Lance? We go 10-7 with Dak, 11-6, and we lose in the first or second round, or we go 8-9 with Trey Lance. We learn he's not the guy, and we have a fucking $60 million next year of free cap space.
Who doesn't want to come play for the Cowboys?
Right. Well,
you know what I mean, though? Like, let's say Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow's contracts were up and they were in negotiations.
Give me Josh Allen.
We'd be like, hey, Cowboys would be like, hey, we don't have a quarterback and we have $60 million to give you if you want to.
Right.
Play for the fucking America's team.
You can do that with a bunch of players. My thing is, I'd rather build through numbers as opposed.
And people
to
will sit here and go, well, what if you go 2-15 with Trey Lance? Well, then you get the first overall quarterback, don't you, baby?
Right. Which I don't know.
Better than Dak Prescott.
I think Quinn Ewers next year. That'd be pretty sweet.
I do like Quinn Ewers. That's a good conversation.
What I was gonna say was
college is coming. I think it's the end. August 31st is Notre Dame's first game, so probably the 24th or so.
Looking to get tickets to USC LSU September 1st.
How are you looking?
Work free.
She said some or something. Shh, nope, not gonna happen. So just cut that out.
Wait, what? Never mind. This guy looked like he gets so scared he's gonna get hit or something. Anyway, what was I gonna say, man?
You have to just cut 30 seconds.
Tua got signed 4 years, $212 million, $53 million a year. I don't know what they're going to gain out of that. Is that me or Danny? I don't know what they're going to gain out of that in terms of winning. It just sucks because, like, realistically, these guys got to understand a quarterback's not going to win you shit. It's going to be your team.
Yeah, and especially a team like the Dolphins who have a good team around Tua. Again, it's like they have a good team around Tua. You could pay him this, that, and it's like, no, but realize what you can do if you have that money to pay other players. First of all, if you have the money to pay the other players and you do pay the other players, every quarterback's going to want to go there when they see that team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you mean.
That just pisses me off. I feel like that's what the Broncos were trying to do when they got Russ, is they were like, we built a pretty good team here, and Russ was like, I want to play for that team. Same with the Jets. The Jets were like, hey, we haven't paid a quarterback. We've been drafting like retards, but our defense is spectacular. We just drafted this kid, Garrett Wilson. Who wants to come here? And Aaron Rodgers was like, that looks pretty good. It looks like they're missing a quarterback. That Breece Hall seems pretty good, doesn't he?
Going to that fucking, this guy Devontae Adams on that receiver show is like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I've never been hit like this in my life. It's like, you wanted to come play with Derek Carr. You wanted to get traded here and do this, that, and the other. You know how organizations work. Derek Carr was on the last year of his contract. You're either not very smart economically, or you thought Derek Carr was going to come back.
I was sometimes like these players and former players, they talk and I'm like, I know more than this guy, because I could have told Devontae Adams, hey, you're not going to win. Fuck, you want to win? Why the fuck are you going there? I'm not going to win fuck all there. You know Patrick Mahomes is in that division, right? Is Derek Carr going to beat him? Are you crazy? Like,
well, in his head, he thinks me and Derek Carr could. And it's like, no, you can't. B, Derek Carr.
If you and Aaron Rodgers haven't won shit, you and Derek Carr are going to win less. You have to realize that, right, buddy? Especially my friend from Fresno. Cool. Your friend from Fresno sucks a big fat cock at quarterback.
He's horrible. And then also to go with that, once I'm saying this, it was this year when Jimmy G was getting him hit. And it's like, first of all, Jimmy G comes from a fucking tree of players. If you're not ready to take hits, get off my field. Jimmy G and Tom Brady are laying fucking hats out there. Tom Brady
G is taking some licks himself.
Jimmy G will take a shot and get right. I mean, when he's leaving games and stuff, it's like, oh, he's had a broken ankle for 2 quarters. And it's like, how the fuck has he been out there playing? Tom Brady was like, a defensive player will never see me on the ground like he actually affected me. He'll hit me good, but there's never going to be a defensive player that said, I got that motherfucker. Not Jimmy G. Devontae Adams, these guys, they don't have that mentality. He's not that. I mean, he got hit over a slant. That's the first time he's ever been hit on a slant.
That was a fucking lick he took.
But that's how many times have you seen him take hits like that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like Amon-Ra St. Brown's blocking the fucking guy 20 yards downfield down by 40, and this guy's crying about getting hit on this. And like I said, I get it. Quarterbacks put you in bad situations sometimes, but you asked for this. You wanted to get traded there. The only way I'm going to go back now is if I play with my guy Aaron. You had Aaron. What the fuck did you leave him for?
I want to play with Aaron Rodgers. You should probably be on the Packers with him then. Huh?
Yeah, there was a guy number 7. Oh, that was you, dumbass.
Yeah.
So why did you leave? Like he wanted all this shit. He wanted this money. He wanted to go to the Raiders. You know, like he wanted to do his little fuck you to the Packers to an extent. And now he wants to cry because he's getting tackled in tackle football.
The Packers are winning playoff games.
Bro, literally, the Packers got rid of both of them and went further than both of their teams combined. Yeah, like how the fuck?
Here's an example of, hey, should we pay this receiver $30 million or trade him for a first-round pick, and should we play this quarterback $40 million or trade him? And it's like, look what happens when you do fucking don't pay that guy the big money. What happens when you do that? You get a fucking playoff win apparently and a better record than the season before.
I did see that Jordan Love by the end of the weekend will probably be getting $60 million a year.
As I say that, but again. At least he's a proven good young quarterback through his one season.
I don't think he deserves that much after a half of a season because his first half of the season sucked.
It was okay.
No, it was bad.
It was okay.
It was not okay. It was below average.
Yeah, but what rookie he's truly
no. But what I'm saying is with the rookie who has a pretty good, we'll say we had a pretty good year. You're gonna give him $60 million. That's where I'm like, okay, you better.
But it's a different situation because you're not that's like saying. You know, because C.J. Stroud had an MVP caliber year. Like, I'll give him $60 million. It's like, well, his contract's not up. You're in a situation where this rookie sat for 4 years, so his contract is up.
No, I understand it's the market and you have to do it. My thing is, let's say his season was flipped. First half of the year, he played really well and he came on strong. Second half of the year, they fucking fizzled out and he played like shit. There's no way you're getting this conversation.
I guess that's true, but at the same time, it wasn't the fucking flip. So
no, of course.
And here's the thing. How we said,
I'm just saying, it still happened, it's just the order of how it happened.
We said with Dak or two earlier, like, go to Seattle then. I would not be saying that to Jordan Love. I would say, no, we will actually pay you.
No, of course.
As a GM, I would take that bullet.
It's like we talked about the Connor and Dustin thing because it's the last thing you saw. And it showed improvement.
He feels worth it to me.
Oh, of course. I think so too.
CJ Stroud feels worth it to me. Patrick Mahomes feels worth it to me. Josh Allen feels worth it to me. Joe Burrow feels worth it to me. Justin Herbert feels worth it to me. You get to the Dak, Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers at this point in his career, Tua Tagovailoa, like those guys, I don't know how worth it that is to me, you know. And Aaron Rodgers is a question mark. I'll put a question mark next to that one because he's still Aaron Rodgers, but that's age, torn Achilles, this team.
I'm getting sick too. I've been hearing, like I said, I love Michael Lombardi. I love the Lombardi line. They talk so much about the Jets, and then they're like, this team, all they do is talk, and all they do is this. And I'm like, A, you guys have your own show. You don't need to talk about them if you don't want to, or don't listen, or listen to them. Let it go in one ear, not the other. Let them prove it. But B, they're like, what have they done in the last this many years? I'm like, you can say that, and I understand Rodgers lasted 4 plays, and they're saying his health, but I'm like, the guy, it's not like he's like been hurt all the time.
No.
Like, he had kind of a freak injury, which is from probably
it's just
the
an
field
age thing.
No, I get that, but
an Achilles tear at 38 isn't ideal.
No, I know it's not ideal, but I'm just saying my main thing is like all these people on sports media, they're like, these guys just keep saying this, and what have they done? It's like, well, just stop talking about it.
Yeah,
because you're the ones giving them the press.
I don't plan on talking about the Jets, really.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting
until they're 7-0 to go.
But,
okay, we got to start talking.
Because what they said is they had an interview with Robert Saleh, and he's like, there's really every coach right now is walking into their locker room saying we have a chance to win the Super Bowl. Realistically, there's 6 to 8 teams that have that. And I think we do. And they're like, her name's Stormy Bonatoni. She's like, what do they have? What do they think that? I'm like, well, they won 8 games with Zach Wilson last year. So you think Rodgers can get you 2 more, maybe 3, right?
That defense
puts you in the playoffs.
Upgraded the O-line.
Yeah.
Tyron Smith.
I'm a little weird. But like I said, I'm not sitting here saying they're going to win the Super Bowl. They got they got somebody else too. But
they drafted a tackle first round.
Right. They basically, my only thing, the one thing I did hear where I was like, okay, this makes sense. they had bad injury luck on offense. They've had this, they've had that. Defense, they haven't really had any injuries and stuff. At some point, that might turn too.
They drafted a tackle that will back up Tyron Smith, which is good because Tyron's not going to play the whole season. And they also signed, obviously, Tyron Smith, we mentioned that, and Morgan Moses at right tackle. So they signed 2 tackles and refreshed that right away, and they drafted first round a tackle.
If they somehow trade...
And they got Mike Williams.
Yeah, he's not going to play. He's already on the sideline. He's not practicing.
Even then, that wide receiver core behind Wilson is still pretty solid.
They're good enough.
Breece
Hall's top 5 running back in the league, probably.
Defense is going to be top 5. Special team seems good. I mean, like you said, they won 8 games with Zach Wilson.
So I think it's 7 or 8.
Even then, how many games were like, if he could just get
They were in the playoff hunt for a while. Yeah, and they had some close ones too.
They all were close.
They had close ones, like you said, where it was like they lost 10-3. It's like, I don't think they lose 10-3.
Yeah.
No.
I could see.
Well, they signed Javon Kinlaw. Their defense went up too. Hassan Reddick. Oh my god.
If they didn't have Aaron Rodgers, if they just have
Hassan Reddick's not playing.
If they just have the quarterback that they've had, or they drafted a rookie, and it's like, yeah, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we talking about? But it's like, okay, Aaron Rodgers before he got hurt was leading the league in touchdown interception ratio and everything like that.
Back-to-back MVPs after COVID. MVPs.
And also, it's like the Achilles. It's like we've seen Kobe Bryant was the first one to come back from Achilles. We've seen Kevin Durant come back from Achilles.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming like a torn
Klay
ACL
Thompson's
now.
the only one that hasn't, but he went from torn Achilles to torn ACL.
Right.
So he missed 2 years. Kind of like Deshaun Watson. He's missed so much time, I don't think he can ever get back.
God, I hope he does.
But Aaron Rodgers was, if they went in the playoff hunt, it was like, is he actually going to play this year?
Right.
So he's ahead of schedule on recovery.
I did hear from Michael Lombardi, don't know how true this is, I just listen to him every day, that this surgery he got is faster for recovery, but the risk for re-injury is higher as well. So I don't know how that goes, especially at MetLife Stadium. I assume that's true. He doesn't make shit up, but I'm assuming Aaron Rodgers knew that, and I'm sure he's probably like, hey, well, we did the surgery, but they did this, that, and the other to kind of fix that part of it. I assume he didn't just say, yeah, get me back quicker, and I don't care if I re-injure it. You know what I mean? But from what I heard, because they said if like a guy Michael Lombardi's age got hurt or did that, or a guy like like us, they wouldn't do that type of surgery that they did on Rodgers because it's like the risk of re-injuring is higher. But who knows? I mean, he's gonna walk out there and a lineman could roll on his leg and fucking. He could look like Dak Prescott laying there grabbing his fucking
Achilles has nothing to do with that when his leg's not attached to his
body. Right, it doesn't matter. With that being said,
check his pulse.
Yeah. With that being said, let's do our top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL as of right now. I want to ask before I give my list, are we doing like just like right now, like to win a game tomorrow, or just like what based on age and everything?
No, not based on age and everything. I guess win a game tomorrow.
Okay. I still like my list. The only thing I have Herbert and Rodgers right next to each other. I guess with him coming off the Achilles, I would just take Herbert because I have Herbert ahead of him.
That's so funny you say that because I have Rodgers and Stafford right next to each other. And I think I have Rodgers above Stafford, but I think right now I'd have Stafford above Rodgers.
Okay. So we said to win a game tomorrow.
But I'm going to keep my list as it is.
So am I. So I'll just go with my list and then we'll talk about it for a second.
So your top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL are?
So number 1, I have Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen. 2 and 3 could be flipped. I don't care who you pick. 3, Joe Burrow for me, just because I like Allen better, obviously. 4, Lamar Jackson. 5, Justin Herbert. 6, I have Rodgers. 7, I have Stafford. 8, I have Stroud. 9, I have Love. And 10, I have Jalen Hurts.
I like that.
I have Goff as an honorable mention. He could be above Hurts. I just don't know with the legs and arm. I think this year for Jalen Hurts for me is kind of the telltale. But I also like with the coaching and shit. Like they say they don't get along, and his attitude's not good, and his not much of a. I don't know. So.
Yeah, I had a similar thing there with Goff, Hurts, a bunch of those guys, Goff, Hurts, Love, Dak, all this, Kirk, whatever.
Stroud, I feel like all those guys are kind of bunched in because it's like
I'd Stroud above those guys. But my list similar, very similar. 1, I have Mahomes. 2, I have Burrow. 3, I have Josh Allen. 4, Lamar. 5, Herbert. 6, Stroud.
Stroud over Rodgers and to win a game tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh, good for you.
And then I have Rodgers above Stafford, but I think I could flip those. 7, Rodgers. 8, Stafford. 9, Goff. 10, Love.
Okay. I honestly think I could be wrong. I just think for what they had, I honestly Love and Stroud. I feel like Love, I have a little more confidence in. I would just pick Stroud right now because it was his first year. He started as a rookie, so I think his ceiling could be higher. But I think Love could be very good, like very, very. Good.
I think they're both going to be very good.
I don't think both would be very good. But if I had to bet my money, I would say Love.
I think both would be very good.
I hope so. Bill,
I have Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Allen 3. A-Rod 4, Lamar 5, Herbert 6, Stafford 7, 8 Stroud, 9 Goff, 10 Love.
Yeah, so pretty much everybody. The only one I think it was different is I had Hurts in my top 10. But like I said, him, Goff, and
None of us had Dak, and he plays for our team, and he's going to make $60 million.
Oh, he'll be the highest paid quarterback, because especially being a Cowboy and everything that goes into it. But no, and I'm kind of glad because everyone was like, you have a top 10 quarterback. I'm like, he's 9, 10 at best, depending on who you're talking
Goff
about.
And Hurts and all these guys have shown.
I'm glad 2 rookie starters have come in, and for sure, like if you said to me right now, even if they're both the same price, $60 million, I'm taking Jordan Love or C.J. Stroud over him. Honestly, the way Goff has been playing, I don't know what he makes, but it's probably less than $60 million. It's for sure less than 60.
He has a good contract on him.
I would take him over Dak, just because, like I said, if that means we got to keep Amari Cooper or something, that would be better off for us.
I would pay whatever Dak makes. I would pay all those guys before I'd pay Dak.
So 4 years, 212. So that's basically what
50,
Tua got.
53,
53.
170 guaranteed.
I mean, $7 million, like I said, that's But I mean, it's just there's a lot of things they could do with these contracts.
But I'm just saying, I'd pay him 53 before I pay Dak 53. If you said, hey, every guy named in my top 10 is worth the same amount of money as Dak, who are you paying? I'm saying, take all 10 of these guys. I put them there for a reason.
Right. No, I agree. Anything else with football? Oh, Bill Belichick, I guess, was asked to be the defensive coordinator for the Niners. I don't know if he turned that down or if that they didn't actually offer him that, but that to me basically leaps them over to a Super Bowl because it's basically him versus Andy Reid, offense and defense.
And then you have Shanahan as well.
And then, Shanahan on the offense. The only problem is I think Bill might look over at Shanahan and sometimes be like, call a fucking timeout, dipshit, or,
they could butt heads.
Like, I don't think he could be a DC at this point. That'd be very hard.
I think Bill Belichick walks in the room and you're like, I respect him more.
Right.
Yeah, the players would be like, I think this guy should be the head coach.
Yeah, I think
that's won 6 Super Bowls should be the head coach.
Just because of little things too, like nuances with the rules and shit like that.
I could see like Vrabel coming in as defensive coordinator.
I was going to say Vrabel, as much as I love him, Vrabel hasn't done a fucking lick of what Bill's done.
One a fucking thing.
Right. So but also I do hope and I do think the Titans are going to be awful, and it goes with their new coach. He was calling offense in Cincinnati. He's calling the offense for the Titans. There was a lot of games where Mike Vrabel kept them in it with coaching decisions. This guy's got to call plays and do all that and challenge calls and talk to the refs and keep, make sure his offense, defense, his strategy is going. That's going to be a tough fucking sell.
I'm not a big fan of my head coach being a coordinator either.
I don't love it either. I know Mike does it, right? McCarthy, because he calls plays because he's the...
Yeah.
Which, I do think it lapses your judgment on... I couldn't see the clock. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? If there's a technical issue and you can't see the clock, you need to run on the field and stop the game. He wasn't even
calling the plays. Kellen Moore was.
That's what I'm saying. That was before that. But, you can't have that as a head coach, bro. We can't have that on our team. I don't like them being coordinators either. I like if they're, a little emphasized on one side and they help out. But, let's say our head coach was Vrabel and we still had Dan Quinn or even Mike Zimmer. It's I like that because they can kind of work together. But Vrabel's at the end of the day making sure timeouts are being called. The play's still going through his ear, whether he likes it or not. But he's not the one that's, telling guys where to line. You know what I mean? There's another emphasis you have to have, and it's about being a leader of the team, not a leader of a side of the ball.
Did you have? No, sorry, I'm so sorry about that. Football, I have trivia. If you guys want to do that,
yeah. Well, real quick before the trivia, there was a question asked, and we had a huge argument about it. Billy, I want your opinion. I don't know if you answered it. $1 million on the line. You have to strike out Aaron Judge or tackle Derrick Henry.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I think, and I'm not going to be, I'm going to come off as rude towards Billy here, but I think he has a better chance of tackling. I don't know if you would take this rude. I think he has a better chance of tackling Derrick Henry than striking out Aaron Judge. Did I say Rodgers or Judge?
I could probably pull guard.
Judge.
Yeah, right. Because Ryan said he thinks he's a better shot at tackling Derrick Henry, and I'm like, there's no way, bub. I hate to tell you, but
yeah,
not
happening.
I don't think me and Danny combined could. Dude, that guy
is huge.
But striking out Judge, because that's what I think. I think it was unfair. I think getting Judge out was a little more realistic because striking him out is gonna. I don't think. I told Ryan. I said I think there's a 1% chance I could strike out Judge and a 0.6% chance I could tackle Henry. I'm not saying either one. I'd for sure strike Judge.
The highest
out.
I've been clocked at is 88. Maybe I can throw fast in that now. Maybe not. Haven't thrown a ball in a while, but that's a better chance of striking out Judge than anything I have physically to tackle Derrick.
I don't think I could do either.
I don't think so.
Neither. Nobody here is
doing. But for $1 million,
either.
I think I had a better chance with the tackle of tripping him.
Yeah,
that's what Ryan
literally
said. Which, like I said, for you, because I'm not, I feel like you're
not going head up.
You're better, whatever, than you are probably throwing. I could probably throw 80, 82.
Yeah, I didn't pitch.
But I also could throw. I also have a little slider curveball. I mean, I'm not saying that would fool Aaron Judge. I'm just saying if he fouled 2 balls off, and I'm like,
you could tackle Aaron Judge.
He's bigger than Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's what
he's
I'm saying.
He's 6'7". No, there's no shot.
I could strike out Derrick Henry.
Yeah, if we flipped him.
Left-handed.
Yeah, I mean, he would bite the bat in half and have 2 bats to swing the fucking. But I thought that was a really good question because I was like, damn, I didn't. Obviously you don't think about that, but I think striking out Aaron Judge for me would be the way I would. Because physically, even if you do tackle Derrick Henry, you're not winning. I mean, you got $1 million, but your brain is scrambled eggs. Aaron Judge, it's like I said, I think it's probably 0.8 strikeout Aaron Judge and 0.7 tackle Derrick Henry. Like I said 1 and 0.6. And I'm like, at least I played football, but I played baseball. Like I pitched to where it's like I have a couple pitches in my arsenal. Tackling Derrick Henry, like I'd be fucking scared. I played Austin Eckler in college, and he was returning kicks, and I was like, I don't even want to touch that guy. And Derrick Henry's 4 inches taller than him and outweighs him by 60 pounds probably. At that point, like, there's no way.
Okay.
Trivia?
Yeah. So this is the top. There's 8 players on this, but there's 4 guys tied for second place. Okay. Most 4+ touchdown passing games over the last 5 years.
Most 4+.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes is one of the guys tied for second with 10.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Josh Allen is tied. Josh Allen is one of the guys tied with 10 for second.
How many seasons?
The last 5 years.
Justin Herbert.
2 of these guys on the list 3 of the guys on the list have missed a full season.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is not on the list.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert is not on the list.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is number 1 with 12.
Okay, so we have 12, 10, and 10.
Yeah.
We're
missing 2 more 10s, and then there's 9, 7, 5. There's a name on this list that is going to rock your fucking socks off.
Matt Stafford.
No.
Kyler Murray.
No. What'd you say?
Jared Goff.
No.
In the last how many years?
5 years.
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott is one of those guys that missed a season as well because of that broken leg. And he's tied with second with 10. He's one of and then there's another guy that missed a full season for a different reason who's tied with 10.
Deshaun Watson.
No.
Well, he said different reason. I thought it was for sure Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Retirement.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tom, but
5 seasons. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you have Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. That's all the guys in the top 2 as far as numbers go with 12 and 10. Aaron Rodgers being number 1 with 12.
How many guys is that?
3 other guys. That's 5 total. That's your top 5.
I'm gonna guess this guy. Was Tom Brady the guy who's gonna blow your socks off?
No.
Derek Carr.
No. Good guess though.
Jalen Hurts.
No. I thought he was about to say it right there. This guy, I don't even know how many games he's played in the last 5 years, but when he plays, I guess he throws 4+ us. And
Really?
Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
No.
Oh.
Fuck. I was thinking because you said Jay.
Okay, I'm going to give you the final 3. With 9 in third place is Russell Wilson.
Uh-huh.
With 7 in fourth place is Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
And with 5 in fifth place, or 8th place, sorry, because there's a 4-way tie for second, is Jameis Winston with 5.
Oh, dude, because how much he threw that ball,
Yeah.
the ball, and like I was eating W's.
Isn't that crazy?
I love Jameis Winston. I thought
like
he was
Jameis
awesome,
too, man.
That guy's a fucking dog. He tore his ACL and was dancing in the fucking locker room. That guy's a team guy. He just has a brain of a fucking swordfish. That guy's an idiot.
I heard everybody loves him though.
Bro, he guy's awesome. How could you
Saw him on
not?
Theo Vaughn's podcast. Seems cool.
He's fucking hilarious. He literally told me, not told me, but he literally was like, I never stole those crab legs at work, or they told me I could take them. And just the way he said, like, he has to be fucking around. Like, the way he does drills and stuff. Like, he's got people, like, throwing, like, pillows at him, and he's, like, stepping through, and, like, he has to be joking 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Like, none of that shit can be serious.
Want to tap into some baseball?
Yeah. I did want to say real quick.
No, leave that damn.
Danny trivia?
Yeah, so I know what to put on the graphic.
God, idiot. I did want to say real quick, I do think 9/11 was done by America at this point in my life, and I do think the moon
You say this once every 4 podcasts.
Do I?
Yeah, once every 4 or 5 podcasts, you say 9/11 was done by America.
Well, I just get more and more evidence. I walk by the Sphere every day, basically.
I think we all agree with you, so.
Okay, that's good.
Every listener, too.
I walk by the Sphere every day, and I just, like, look at the hotels on the Strip, and I was like, I wonder how big the Twin Towers were. And I look, and they're 110 stories. So that place, I'm just going to throw out a random place, fucking Venetians, probably like 60 stories. And I think if a plane hit that, I don't think it would take it down.
Yeah.
So a place that's 50 stories taller, and kind of hit it in like the top middle, I just can't imagine that would do that. And there's all this stuff that obviously people say that jet engine fuel or oil, whatever it is, couldn't burn metal.
That's also another thing that's just another whole suspicion where it hits it, and then it's like 40 minutes later, it's like, oh, it went down. It's like, why didn't it fucking go down right away or not?
Yeah.
It's just a whole, it's obvious.
Because even if you look at the Sphere, I feel like
it's also a weird way to, get at us. You know what I mean?
No, I think that's a good way to do it.
I don't think so. We should hit one of their towers. It's like with a plane, and then they'll come to war with us. It's like that's pretty fucking stupid. I think.
How else would they have done it?
Drop a bomb on us. Do they have any?
I don't know who did it.
George
Allegedly.
Bush. That's what I'm saying.
Was that Osama or Saddam?
Osama.
Are they
Osama.
together?
No, they're not dating.
That's
They
two
broke
different
up.
packs of people.
They broke up.
I'm saying, is that two different groups?
They've been in no contact since 09.
Osama's Afghanistan and Saddam's Iraq.
Two both
Really?
smelly.
Okay. I'm just saying, and also I said I was flying in a plane the other night and I was looking at the moon and I was like, I don't know, something about this all just seems fake to me.
Eric said he thinks he could throw a baseball from that.
No.
plane and hit the moon.
That's not what I said. I said the way it looked, I was like, I could hit this with a baseball. I didn't say I could.
He's
for
Uncle
sure.
Rico.
No, but what I'm saying is, we haven't. I hear a lot of talk every 5-10 years about going to Mars or going to this. At this point now, with the technology we have, I feel like we should be shipping people up.
Well,
to
here's the
moon.
thing: is I agree. Like I agree, you should be questioning things, but I also agree that you are a retard.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I just think, like I said, the whole moon thing. Like,
What are we gonna do on that moon? If we send someone right now,
Just
if they sent you to the moon, what would you do? First thing you do when you get to the moon?
probably spit or take a piss.
Yeah, exactly. That's
see
why
what
they're
it
not
looked
going
like?
to the moon. You pull your cock out and it freezes off. That's it blows away.
Could you not have skin contact on the moon?
I don't know. Do
Like
I?
if you took a glove off? I don't know. Do you know everything?
In my
You're a
degree,
genius.
where does it say astronaut?
No, but I'm just saying, you know everything. You guys call me stupid because of the gravity conversation.
No, we call you stupid because you said the moon is fucking a drivable distance.
No, I just said it's just everything. I'm
Thinks
starting.
Lake Tahoe's closer than the moon.
No. You did ask a question though that I thought I was really retarded for answering because you said something like, "What do you think's closer, like a drive from here to like Russia, or here to the moon?" And I thought about it, and I was like, "Bro, well, obviously I thought about it. I think I might have even guessed Russia, but I'm like, well, the moon's, from what we're told, way further away."
The two furthest spots on Earth or us to the moon.
That's what it was, yeah. And but like it's like when you ask someone what's heavier, 50 pounds of feathers or 50 pounds of bricks. A lot of people think about it.
What is heavier than?
Right. I mean, like the girls who got asked how many states are in the United States.
How many?
We talked about that earlier.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fucking idiot.
What do you have? Sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, we just talked baseball before you said that. Yeah, that's it. You got Rockies, Red Sox, bench clear. Is that over with?
I have that.
Xander Schauffele won the Open, 2 majors this year after never winning one. A lot of people are saying, is he the best golf? Like, did he have the best year? I'm like, Scheffler won too many tournaments, but Scheffler not winning. Did Scheffler win the Masters? Didn't he? Yeah, I think he won the Masters. I think he did. But Schauffele winning 2 majors is obviously huge, and it was his first 2 majors. But Scheffler's the best.
What
golfer.
Bryson DeChambeau win?
The U.S. Open. That was when Rory choked it away. Rory shot horribly. So did Tiger. Tiger's fucking. It might be over. I mean, it was been over, but
Yeah, I think
you shoot a plus 14 out of the tournament that they said.
Scheffler won it.
Scheffler won the Masters. Xander won the Players.
I mean, Scheffler got arrested, let go, and still won the tourney.
Yeah, well, he won the next week. That was the Players where he played good, and then the next day you could tell he kind of folded.
Yeah,
That's where Xander
right.
won. And honestly, if that didn't happen, and it was him and Xander, he's beating Xander.
Yeah, if he's not thinking he's going to jail for 10 years for
Right.
assaulting an
Then
officer.
then Bryson won the U.S. Open, and Xander won the. Why did they stop calling it the British Open? Is it racist or something? What did they change that from? Because
Britain's.
I think it used to be called the Scottish Open.
it used to be called the British Open when I was a kid. Now it's just the Open.
Britain's. Brexit. I don't know.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, they got some stuff going on that we don't give a fuck about.
Cool. Baseball. You said I didn't know nothing on baseball. We'll wait
Bill,
till
what were you
next
talking
time.
about baseball? Wait until next time.
No. This is a real quick one.
Okay.
The Rockies Red Sox. Rockies pitcher was like a fly ball, and he said something to the catcher, to the Red Sox catcher. He hit the ball, Reese McGuire. And as they're arguing, he said, "Why don't you go jerk off in a parking lot?" Apparently, Reese McGuire, the catcher for the Red Sox, was caught masturbating in a shopping center parking lot in February of 2020, charged with disorderly conduct.
See, to
Sometimes
me-
you got to knock one out.
To me, I feel like that should be more of a punishment. Like he should have got punished more for that.
Because he jerked off in his car?
Yeah, in public?
In his car.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross, but
What was he like? You have no self control to where you like, I can't wait till I get home to jerk off.
I've been places and thought I could fucking jerk off right now.
I mean, you're fucking gross. I hope you're joking. I've thought, damn, I can't wait to get home and do that. But I've never been like, I've
thought like, if
you
everyone just
haven't
looks
actually
away.
thought that. Have you?
Sometimes you get horny, man.
That's disgusting. You're fucking weird.
I didn't do it. I didn't go to Walmart and start jerking
never,
off. If he drove there intentionally.
Now, I guess this is a stupid question, kind of, but do you think jerking off, like if you got caught jerking off in public or having sex in public, jerking off would be way worse?
Way worse.
Why, though?
Because sex, it's like, come on. If you got an opportunity to fuck, you got to do it. And sometimes, like, specifically, like when I was in high school, like I can't go to my girlfriend's house or she can't come to mine when you're younger and this, that. So it's like, hey, I'll pick you up. We'll go fuck in the back of that Burger King.
The back of the Burger King?
Behind the CVS.
You did that ever?
All the time.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
In a car?
Mm-hmm.
I've had sex in a car one time, and it was just because I had never done it before, so
bro, like 100 times.
That's just uncomfortable.
Sometimes it hits. All right.
Sometimes what's that?
Sometimes you get some spots in there, though.
Some angles?
I think it can be fun.
Yeah, I don't like the shower sex. Shut up. I don't like shower sex anymore. I used to think that was terrible. Cool. It's awful. I'm just a good old-fashioned bed, you know?
Your best bet if she throws one leg on the wall, but even then, it's not better than a bed.
But I do want to get a shower that has, like, traps to have sex with, you know? Like apparatus.
You're calling that guy a fucking freak?
No, I meant like
knock one out in the parking lot.
I'm not saying traps like my girlfriend goes to grab a fucking bar of soap and a hand grabs her and bends her over. I'm saying like stuff where you
I
put
get what you're saying. You want to set your shower up to be a fuck dungeon. Yeah, that's not weird.
I have guests come over. They're like, "Hey, there's a big fucking dildo attached to."
Why is there a swing set in your shower?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I try to do gymnastics.
Vibrating dildo on the wall.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that'd be pretty cool. But it's all overrated. I think just man on woman in the bedroom.
Yeah, while we're talking baseball, I have trivia.
Okay, cool, perfect. Go for it. I do think he should be punished more, like a ticket. What did he get? Like, he should be in jail.
He's had to plead down to a fine.
Oh, yeah, sure. Like, what stops him from doing that again?
Yeah, pay us some money, you can jerk off wherever you want. Top 5 most postseason home runs in a career.
Derek Jeter.
Number 5, Derek Jeter.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Crazy bottle crunch right there in the middle of it.
Top 5 postseason home runs in a career. Derek Jeter.
Bernie Williams.
Bernie Williams is number 3.
This guy's an idiot. David Ortiz.
No.
Barry Bonds.
Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez is number 1 with 29. Bernie Williams is number 3 with 22. And Derek Jeter is number 5 with 20. None of your guesses. Their guesses were good, but they were on there.
Just thinking of guys who've been there a lot. Reggie Jackson.
These other 2 guys are active players. So not Reggie Jackson.
No. Not Babe Ruth either. Is he not still fucking slinging that thing? Active. Like I said, guys who've been there a lot. Okay. Dodgers. People in the Dodgers have been in the playoffs a lot. Braves. Not Freddie Freeman.
Mm-mm. This guy either hits a home run or strikes out, and he's been to a World Series recently, but he didn't win it. The other guy that's number 2 has won a World Series.
Is the first guy a catcher?
No.
Fuck, I'm gonna say Salvador Perez.
No.
The other, like I said, what's George Springer?
No.
Altuve.
Altuve's number 2.
Okay.
George Springer's number 8, just
Okay.
for reference.
Um,
Just out of the top 5. Derek Jeter has 20.
George Springer has the most leadoff home runs all time.
Springer has
and sometimes he doesn't bat leadoff.
Springer, Seager, Bregman, Pujols, all have 19. Correa has 18, and Jeter has 20 in the
This
top
other
5.
guy's active, and he only hits home runs or
Tied
strikes
with
out.
Jeter with 20. This is the last guy we're missing.
And he's what number is Jeter?
Number 5. So
Oh,
they're tied for number 4.
So who's number 1?
Manny Ramirez.
Wow, dude, Manny Ramirez. Good for you, pal. You said lefty?
Yeah.
AL or NL?
NL. Been to a World Series. Didn't win it.
Dude,
Hits a home run or strikes out. Swear to God, that's all he does.
I'm gonna get so pissed when he says the name.
He probably bats 200 flat and hits 40 home runs a year.
I'm just trying to think of the teams. He's not on the Giants,
Mm-mm.
Dodgers.
More recent World Series.
Okay, I'm saying he's not on the Giants, Dodgers, Rockies, Diamondbacks, Padres, Reds, Pirates. Is he on the team he went to a World Series with? Okay, let me think here. Braves. No, fuck, man. Cardinals.
Billy had mentioned a name earlier in baseball.
Bryce Harper.
He was on his team. He's on that team. He's on the Nationals. Phillies. Oh, Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, I feel like he doesn't hit home runs or strikeout, does he?
That's all I've seen him do.
Oh, that's all you've seen him do. Okay,
That's all he does.
I know he bats leadoff, so I didn't think he was Kyle Schwarber, huh? Wow, good for him.
I was like, he has a lot of home runs.
He does hit a lot. When you say that, I feel like every highlight I watch is postseason baseball. When it's like a Phillies game, Kyle
He has
Schwarber's-
19 home runs and 117 strikeouts this year.
Well, how many plate appearances?
127.
344. So he literally strikes out half the time.
Wow, the MLB sucks now. No one hit. I'm a big contact hitter. I'm big. Put one over the second baseman's head between the 5 and the 6 hole. Let's get on first.
In the College World Series, they had a guy with a shift on, the lefty, and it's like just bunted down the third base line.
Have you seen a kid or human try to bunt today?
No.
Fouling balls off their own face.
I mean, what are we doing?
You literally, kids, we're going to tell you right now, if you're going to bat, if you're going to bunt, obviously you aim a little bit, but if you put the bat up, it's going to give you a little more torque towards the third baseline if you're right-handed. If you put it down or push, it's going to push towards the first baseline. It's not very hard to bunt the fucking ball. I understand the ball's coming in fast, but if you're able to hit a ball 395 feet, 450 feet, I imagine you could catch it with the bat and keep it in fair territory. You don't even have to bunt it. I mean, with the shift, if they have one guy on that side of the field, if you basically put it 10 feet past the pitcher, you're on first base.
Yeah.
You just can't put it to where the pitcher can get it. I agree. When I played baseball, and I know it's a little league and, a little bit of club, whatever the fuck people talk about because it's whatever, but you get the first guy on, you bunt the next guy to second, or if the second hitter's, a guy who can put it in play too, but like I'm talking about moving runners over and manufacturing runs here. I'm not talking about
it's all about runs, put numbers on that.
It's like guy on third base, no outs, 1 out, just hit towards the second baseman.
Bunt him in. I'm all for a little squeeze play. Depending on if I'm on third, you could squeeze me in.
It's a sacrifice anyway, you don't even get out.
Yeah.
I don't care
about your batting average and you get out.
I care about the RBI, the run.
I don't care how we get it, put the run on the board.
Right.
Okay?
Pass ball, delayed steal. I've done it every way you could think of. And now it looks like the only way people want to do it is hitting home runs, which disappoints me.
Home runs or strikeouts.
Embarrassing. Other than that, this weekend we did in the clinch.
Yeah, everything UFC, we're not even going to touch on it. We'll do our picks, and I have a bet of the week. That's about it. We'll recap our picks.
That's sick.
I had Arnold Allen, Duncan, Paddy Pimblett. I had all England.
Me and Danny
Tom
had the same.
Aspinall and Leon Edwards.
Me and Danny had the same.
Which is, I hoop when it comes to that, so just go ahead and follow me. Eric did that. He smartened up finally.
Well, no, that just happened to. I think, honestly, I kind of wanted to look at King Green, but I don't know. I just feel like with the age and everything, I think
Patty's going to win that.
Yeah, I think Patty's.
But my bet of the week this week.
Wow. I have a question for you.
Okay.
I apologize for interrupting you. So the total rounds over-under for Bilal and Leon, what would you say the over-under is?
4.5.
Okay. It is 4.5. What is the over?
They think that's going to go over.
So they think it's going
to go to decision.
Right.
Two decision, guys.
The odds, obviously, like, in NFL, it's 110. I'll tell you right now, it's juiced one way, the over, the under. What do you think's the favorite?
Leon's the favorite.
No, I'm talking about over-under.
Over is the favorite.
Over 4.5. They're basically saying this is going to a decision.
Yeah. I think that's the favorite, and I think it's minus.
Don't be crazy. It's not that crazy.
200.
210.
Yeah.
I think under plus 180's got.
I was going to say
Leon's going to stop. I think Leon's going to. I don't think Bilal's. What has he done to anybody of
I think Leon,
if you could look
up these odds, Leon to win by knockout or submission or some sort of finish should be like plus 150. Him to win by decision should be like minus 200. Whereas Bilal, on the other hand, should be plus 250 more in every. He should be plus 250 to win and then plus fucking 700 to win by finish.
Okay. I didn't want to do this, but they're fucking forcing my hand here. Fighter to win inside the distance. So you have Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad, or goes to decision. Goes to decision is minus 189. Leon's plus 220. Oh, I'm taking Leon at plus 220 as a bet.
You need something. You need a knockout. That's all you need. Yeah, just TKO.
He's going to stop him. He has to stop
him. Well, my bet of the week is a 2-leg parlay. It is Paddy Pimblett to Leon Edwards. Paddy Pimblett, when I first bet him, was plus 100. He's currently minus 110, and Leon is minus 260 as we speak. So minus 260, minus 110. Parlay that. Paddy Pimblett, Leon Edwards.
Yeah, I that fight. I like your balls, but I don't like the fact that.
I like the close odds.
I don't like betting those.
I'm not going to go Tom Aspinall minus 450. I think he's going to win. And I would, in my mind, just personally, give Blades just as much of a shot as I would give Bobby Green, King Green. And I don't think either are going to win.
So it's Paddy to Leon.
Yep.
What's the odds on that?
Minus 110 to minus 240. So whatever that parlay is, I can't remember.
Plus 150, 160. If you find that real quick. What about you, Bill? We didn't really talk about this because I just think Leon's going to kick his ass. A, how does Bilal win unless it's like an injury in my head? But B, how does Leon not get him out of there? 5 rounds, bro? There's no way he lasts 5 rounds with Leon, right? I mean, didn't fucking Charles Oliveira knock him out?
Plus 170.
No, he knocked out the other dude. The one that I hate, Dariush.
Plus 170. Yeah.
Plus one. Oh, I said, see, I could fucking do this shit, bro. Plus 160. I knew it.
Bilal's only finish is Sean Brady, and he didn't even put him
What
down.
chance does he? Because like I watched Bilal and like
Leon said it best.
He's
He
slow.
was like, we all know the only chance he has is to wrestle me. He's like, but like, he's not Khabib or GSP. He's fucking Bilal. He was like, he's not gonna out wrestle me or beat me. He's like, he's fucked.
And I don't think it's a thing where Leon's taking him lightly or
He's
like
so confident he knows he's gonna win.
But I think wants to kick his ass, but he's not taking him lightly to where
No,
it's like
Leon would never do that.
No, exactly.
His confidence. He's a guy that I think feeds off confidence, and it's through the fucking roof since that knockout with Usman.
We will be in Barstow to watch this fight. I'm very excited.
We're talking too much about the UFC. Go watch the end of clinch.
Yeah, watch. But we didn't get into that. That's the only reason I said that.
You
but
jumped into Joe Biden.
Yeah,
we did.
If you want to know about Joe Biden, watch the second half of End of Clinch. If you want to know about the fights, watch the first half.
Some people send me some
End
stuff.
of Clinch is a whole other page now. So
yeah, follow all the pages. Obviously, it's all under the Ray Network, right?
Yeah, all the channels.
All the channels. So follow each one. Subscribe. Stop yawning. You're gonna make me yawn. I slept 3 hours after having a Big Mac. Woke up, worked on a car for 2 hours, had a quarter pounder.
that's good.
I mean,
Your
my
heart
veins
should
and
explode.
arteries. My heart is fucking running like
For the doctors, they said, I think you're having a heart attack right now.
Yeah, literally, you fat fuck. Other than that, Magic Johnson's still alive. Zach Greinke's still alive. I think Tommy Lasorda died, but I could be wrong. Nothing really for soccer going on. MLS, but fuck it. Other than that, you have anything else? No. Bill, Billy never does a bet of the week. We got to start him off. Maybe football season, we get Billy on some bets of the week. Oh, I did want to say, Steelers +3. I'm already locking it in now as bet of the week. I'm taking it now. I'm gonna bump it up to 3.5.
Steelers +3, and they're playing the Falcons
in Atlanta. I don't. That's fucking crazy to me.
Would you rather be half your height or double your age?
Why would I want to be double? Why would I want to be 54 years old?
Do you want to be half your height?
You're a fucking idiot. No, you don't want to be either, obviously. Half my height, or I'll take double my age. I can't be 2 feet tall.
Yeah, yeah.
I literally wouldn't even be 3 feet tall.
But you got to keep your penis size.
No,
That would be
Currently.
insane.
then I would just be like proportionate to my body.
I would be like roughly 2 feet 10 inches, and I would have a fucking dong on me for that. My dick would almost be bigger than it would be longer than my legs, probably.
Okay, so half your height or double your age.
I'd be 2 feet 10 inches, Bill. I'm going to go ahead and double it. My age. Double my age would just be a 50-year-old me.
What if you weren't here though? What if you double your age
And I'm just dead? I'll take it over
I'll be
210.
66. I don't know if I'll be there.
There's no
Jeez, he is
chance.
kind of old. No chance. I mean, thanks, man.
You either.
Okay.
54, you will be dead by then if you keep this up.
If we go, here's the thing. Danny talks all this shit about me.
We'll
If
see
we
at
go
the
play soccer tonight, he'll be way more fucking tired than
No, I won't.
I have a different.
Because your fat ass is going to walk the
I
whole
have
time.
a different type of gas
No,
tank.
he doesn't.
Yes, I do.
It's called walking your fat fucking ass on the field the
We
whole time.
could
And me
go-
going, hey, fat fuck, get back on defense. And you go,
I
I have
play-
so much energy, it's insane.
I play defense.
Fatty.
Yeah. Fatty. Yeah.
I might stay up just to go play. Just go, hey, you want to start running? You're going to go, shut the fuck up.
Dude, I just
You're a
feel
little
like
gay
you don't-
prick
you
with
don't
red
understand.
Yeah, I bet
You
your
have-
balls are penis small.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, dude, they just scored another goal. The Mexicans are winning. Do you want that?
It's the same thing when we play basketball. I always guard the best guy on the other team.
No, you don't, fat ass. And they drop 40 on you.
No,
Yeah,
40.
I always guard Jordan. Jordan scores every fucking point.
What does he do against you?
I didn't say I always guard you.
All right, but at least would you rather the guy
I'll
who
take it
accepts the
too, bro.
challenge?
Yeah, I accept it too.
No, you don't.
He's better than us.
Yeah, that's fine. I just got to be better
Okay.
than that.
You can't guard me though.
Okay, little man.
If we
It's okay.
if we
little
play
man.
one-on-one, who
It's
wins?
me.
Bill, who wins?
You got to
No. You have to bet on me or him to win in a basketball game.
in a basketball game.
Yeah.
I don't care.
He won't care.
I don't care.
I won't
what-
care
I don't
either.
what
Whatever you
anybody
honestly
says.
think.
I would rather people be against me. That's the thing you don't understand. You want people on your side to validate you.
We all know what Billy's answer
I
is.
want people
That's why
against
he's
me to
rambling.
prove wrong.
You got to have sex with one person, anyone you want,
Him.
but they die after.
Him. My mother.
You're sick, dude.
Why would
But they
I-
die after?
Yeah.
I mean, what does it matter to me if they die?
No, I like this. There's a lot of ways I can go with this, and I'm thinking right now which way is the wrong way. I'll just go Ana de Armas.
Yeah, I'll go Salma Hayek.
I don't want her to die, but
Neither do
I
I.
want to bang her more than I want her alive.
Exactly. That's where my logic went. I'm like, Salma
And, like,
Hayek's tits.
If she's, it's not like, I don't know her, so
Right, why would I care?
because Yeah.
No, let's hear it.
Otherwise, it would be I want someone to die or I really want to have sex with this person, which there is someone like that, but like I don't really want them to die.
Who is it? I'm good.
I'm good.
That was the best interview. Kyler Murray, I don't think.
I'm good.
I'm good. Why did he say that? They ended up kicking their ass anyway. I
Yeah.
think. Did you remember that interview? He doesn't know what we're talking about.
I think he was going to talk shit about Kyler Murray, and he was like,
No, because they said,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how do you deal with Kyler Murray? Like, he's very elusive, and I think he was going to say, like, Kyler Murray's not that good. Like,
yeah.
he's
And then
all
he
right.
was just
He
like,
was like, Kyler Murray, and he was just sitting there, and then the reporter's like, yeah, and he's like, I'm good. He just didn't say anything. Quentin Williams is hilarious.
yeah, he is. I just think he didn't want to be an asshole. Bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to, and I think Nick Saban does. Which I think they're allowing horns down in the college football video game. I don't have it. Nick Saban was screaming at his players not to do that. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude. I get it to an extent. We want hardworking people, but I'm gonna run my mouth if I.
You watch Hard Knocks. Quentin Williams, is leader of that defense. He's very young to be doing that.
Oh, we didn't talk about that at all. Have you watched the Giants Hard Knocks at all?
No,
I heard they made a huge mistake.
I was
going to
say that also, and I heard it was also all just about Saquon so far.
Well, I saw the last episode. This guy's son is like 12 years old, and the dad, and he did this on accident. He's trying to be cute because it's on camera and they're filming us, son. He's like, son, who do you think we should draft? He's like, well, you only get this job once and you want to win now, so I think you should try to trade up for a quarterback. And I'm like, this kid just said,
holy shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait. This kid just fucking solved he makes you look, this guy's made himself look so fucking stupid. He called Saquon's agent and said, hey, if you guys get another offer, go ahead.
He was going to say, he probably turned like, isn't he funny? It's like, he's fucking right.
No, he did. He's like, yeah. He's like, you make a good point. I'm like, dude, yeah, he makes a good point. He's like, you might never get this job again, Dad. You got to try to win now. And I'm like, Michael Lombardi, I haven't listened to it, but I know he's probably like, no way this kid said that, and he knows more than his dad. But he called Saquon's agent. He's like, if you guys get another offer, will you come back? Everybody knew Saquon was going to the fucking Eagles or the Texans. Everybody knew it. Saquon, even on the phone, was like, dude, fuck off. I'm not coming back. He's like, I told you where I want to be. You guys don't want to pay me what they want to pay me, so I'm out of here. And then he's saying shit like this about, who do you think we should draft, kid? And the kid's like, I think you should move up and try to get a quarterback because you need to win now. That you're only going to get this job.
I don't know if you noticed, but the guy you gave $40 million is a fucking retard.
Yeah, and I just think he's, like I said, I feel bad because it was the first time they did this, and it happened to be a team who lost their best player. But this guy looks like a complete sham of a fucking GM.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I want to start doing some like rankings of like divisions or saying like
We
orders.
will, but I think we should start talking college next week.
Yeah,
And then we'll go fantasy, and
so fucking.
we'll
horny.
talk rankings like the week before.
God, that sounds so awesome.
I mean,
We're
I'm
almost
trying
back.
to dial down the football talk almost right now
so we can ramp it up.
because we know once football season comes, this is going to be an hour and a half of football, and then we'll be like, oh, also other sports are in for 10 minutes.
Are you guys going to do the extra points for defense, more penalties for offense for turnovers?
Me and Eric want to.
100.
Yeah.
No, that's happening. I think that's
It has to be.
I 100% agree.
This is a perfect example because it's like you're the GM of the team. If your quarterback throws a interception in the end zone, in the red zone.
Yeah, just for a quick,
that's
those listening to fantasy, what he's talking about is we're going to, in fantasy football, you get, it depends on your league, but we get -2 points for an interception. We're going to make it -3 points for an interception in the red zone, as well as you get +2 points on defense for an interception. If you get an interception in the red zone, you get +3 points. We're adding that little because it's real football. You're talking real football here. You're talking being a real GM. You look for quarterbacks that don't throw picks in the red zone, and you look for defenses that can turn balls over in the red zone. So we're going to reward you for that in fantasy as well as you would in the real NFL.
I think that's a great rule. One other rule that's just NFL-wise that I get pissed off about, people still want to change this rule if the ball goes out of the end zone. The defense doesn't get it.
Yeah.
I don't. Because what happens if I'm getting tackled and I just throw the ball through the end zone?
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, you should
Defense
not,
gets the ball.
They're like, you should get it at first and goal at the 10. I'm like, why would they get first and goal at the 10? Because they fumbled it out. Because like, if you fumble it anywhere else on the field, you get it back. And I'm like, yeah, that's
no. If you fumble anywhere else in the field, it wouldn't roll out the back of the end
But they're
zone.
saying if it rolls up,
Specifically, the back of the end zone is ridiculous to try to not give it to the defense because that would just be a ball rolling down the field toward the defense's side. Which
what they're saying is if you fumble it out the 28-yard line, the defense doesn't just get the ball.
Yeah, I get what they're saying.
But out of the end zone, it's like because there's no where do I give you the ball?
If I cross the 40, I don't get any points. If I cross the end zone, I get 6 points. Yeah, there's different parts of the field that are more valuable.
That's why I agree 100%.
I think touchback to the defense is probably the best rule for that.
I think that is the only way that should be in place. Because everyone else
you
is
put
like,
the defense at the 1? No.
No, yeah, you get where they said where the guy started to fumble is where they should get the ball.
Now that I say
Go
that,
fuck yourself.
I will say maybe not touchback to the 20 because 20 is a bit far.
No, it's
because
20.
you let the team get to the 1 yard line to fumble into the end zone. You know what I mean? So you shouldn't be rewarded that heavily. But yeah, you did force a fumble. I'd say 10.
15.
I'll do 15.
Me and Danny can be commissioners of the NFL.
Shake your hands.
15-yard line if you fumble it out the
rules changed.
You should not. That's it. And these guys make a big fucking about kickoffs. We're putting kickoffs back to the 30. Me and Danny talked about this. He talked about it with a guy at work. The NFL, the NBA, they just want overs. They want scoring. You're not allowed to tackle. You're not allowed to defensive three in the key because everyone wants to watch points. Everyone wants to watch high level, high volume action.
And here's the biggest lie of all of that, as they say when it comes to all these rulemakings. Well, we're looking for the safety of the players. If you're looking for the safety of the players, why is there still turf fucking fields? When, 70% or something more non-contact injuries happen on turf fields than grass fields?
That's the main thing is player safety. It's like, no, it's not. The main thing is you want people watching high scoring.
Who's one of the biggest names, if not the biggest, as far as superstardom active quarterbacks is Aaron Rodgers. He didn't play last year because of a turf field.
Yeah.
You know, Christian McCaffrey has missed how many seasons because of turf fields? Dak Prescott, all these big names and stuff like that. If you want to talk about, and here's the thing, I don't get the argument against it because it saves you money. Asses are going to be in seats if Aaron Rodgers and Christian McCaffrey and Dak Prescott and all these guys are playing. So you should want grass fields. It's like they're spending $1 to save a dime. You know what I mean? Because they want to sit there and save their dime by not putting grass fields in and keeping that turf that's cheaper. But you're losing $1 because you're losing $40 million. You're losing $40 million in Aaron Rodgers.
How many Jets games did they either flex off of big time, fucking whatever you call it?
Oh, Jets were supposed to be prime time like 10 times last year. They were on it once because they didn't have Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you cost yourself, you cost jersey sales, you cost fucking
how much
concessions.
Money? Also, you literally pay a guy $40 million who just didn't play.
No, exactly.
I know you lost $40 million. I don't know how much more you lost, but I know you lost $40 million.
That's what I said.
So you sit here and say it's player safety. That's why you can't tackle at the knee. That's why you can't headhunt. That's why you can't throw the quarterback down. That's why you can't do this. No, it's because you want offense. It's all the player safety favors the offense. That's weird. You know what I mean? You want points scored. You don't care about the player safety.
No, even like I said, kickoffs. It's like they're moving it up so you get it further up the field. Like they want everything to be generate points. That's all they want. I want fucking guys leaving on stretchers. I want dudes scared to go over the middle. I want people fucking shooting themselves when they're 35, 40 years old after a fucking Hall of Fame career at linebacker.
Any of these professional soccer players come, they will go, I will not play on a turf field.
They're not for the World Cup. They
will
not
do it. Get the fuck out of here. I will not play on a turf field.
They have every right. It's like you said. Players, it's not for player safety.
You don't give a fuck about the player safety. We know that.
Oh.
Then why are we making padding in the helmets?
You know what else we're doing?
Because fucking you don't want to get in trouble when Micah Parsons in 20 years shits his pants and shoots his cousin in the head.
Yeah. What else are we doing? Let's add another game.
Oh, yeah.
More plays. More plays.
They'll
more
be
practices.
They'll be safer in an 18th game, in a 17th game.
They won't try as hard
16th and 15th game.
Yeah.
And then a 14th and 13th. It used to be 12. Now
we
it's
see
14th.
right through you fucking scumbag, Roger Goodell.
It's
Fuck you. On that will end.
Yeah.
Fucking 18-game season. Bring back the hard tackling. Kickoff to the 30. Touchback at the 20.
Grass fields.
With that, we'll see you next time. Jordan Love will be the highest paid NFL player ever the next time we speak to you. Fucking Leon Edwards by knockout, and have a good fucking night.